For welcome Akwaba edeba fa ohudie show yi so enani da edi kan a wo ba mesrew wone a I always now I'm going to give a warning. If you've been given credit to come to Freedom Fighters way platform just to insult today, said the Americano, yes, say ubu une ahinkwa wa ugunsa ewo ahimfie unsa ukokromoti timi konsanum be right. If you don't like it, then you've done yourself no service at all. Do yourself a service today. Listen for your own good. And I ababedi nkomo kakra. Ghana for we all acknowledge we have a problem, a huge problem, and it is acknowledged as that your problem be yeah na emma yenkuro ne nkoso your big problem. And your young brother Moses, I greet you. Shadrach or say attitude big time. And now you're about discussing whether it is a religion or it is attitude. Religion and attitude, which one is it? And now you're about discussing into safe now one. Share video no what? Share video no. Let it go to all platforms, because Ghana yani ebre obroni mine so, because yesi obroni mine so emra ye adwuma wo ho ehoye adwuma wo ho because emra ye adwuma. Now, are we willing to do what the Western world do? Are we willing? Is it attitude or religion? Yebejia tumuana. I know that most of us are very, very hurt. We are all hurt from various reasons and from various venues or we are all hurt, but we need to learn how to grow out of that hurt, amend with ourselves to be able to accept the fact that we all live on this planet. We all have to live With our issues, our experiences, and our differences, we must learn. Nienti abrochimemu eye peaceful, eye omanya even yene ananka yen oma boyen say yen fate nipa yen ke nipa hompo no. Uba hama abraboni ko yema odia ene na yeba behwehwe mu yebe pensem mu nientra Western world yeba behwe. Let me read to you, and then I have my brother with me, yen brother Augustine, and yen brother Wade, Dr. Soga, and then I have two different people. We are going to discuss: are we facing problems within ourselves? Are we fighting with our own demons? And what are these demons? I want to be makwaima wunya entimi entna. As I see subi. You know, we are saying, say, Ekufuado, any omanya eba so Ghana nyina a problem. Why were they problem? Why intina Ekufuado ye problem? Otienia wuka, otienia manfoka. What religion is Ekufuado practicing? And I say, any attitude. And now we are going to discuss it. So if you are first here, I want to read to you, Mewa Dr. Soga in the studio. I also have a gentleman who works in a public domain in a country different from Africa, Ghana. Ghana emranye juma. Any baby emranye juma. Ni believe. Miss Ramo, let me read to you the Canadian Charter of Law before we start. The Canadian Charter of Law, the Yen Charter, no, which is the laws that governs all of us, recognize and value religion. Some of the religion, or say the freedom of religion has been defined, the right to entertain such as religious belief as a person chooses, the right to declare religious belief openly without fear of hindrance, of reprisal, and the right to manifest religious belief by worship and practice or by teaching, dissemination. And now one more references, references, or say some of these religion includes or practice or way of living near bompa ya near kodemu soreno and in near on jindi. So way I to say way agnostic and also obia way skepticisms. All those are part of religion. Nia onyini, nia ojidi, nia wojidie, eni nia osi, nyame bia kure ni ho. Ni nyina is covered under the freedom of religion that we our practice ewo baby amemewo. Yanko American nso where American First Amendment to the US Constitution says that everyone has the right to practice his or her own religion or no religion at all. And on American or Canada for the animal. I way skeptical, way agnostic, and all those people that don't believe anything at all. Or say it is all religion. It is all to be practiced, has the right to practice her own or his own religion or no religion at all. Clause of the First Amendment prohibits government from encouraging or religion or say the establishment religion in any ways. A government on any and then yan papa on any yentre ewo kroso government aban na sa woni ma anan wo fie na obaako so pe fufu obaako so pe dokono obaako so pe wache obaako so pe akpene obaako so pe we amesrawo de hin de na wo be ya ama no why de na wo be entertain ama no. That is the religion we are talking about. The religion is a way of life, the belief, the practice. So what you see, what you believe in or what religion you believe in. It is a religion. It's part of human being. Now, is that our problem or the attitude towards those religion? Onuya play hey woni no nya adwene a eno ne yem problem a meme hu no wo Ghana woni ne nya adwene a wonka ne ho eno Akufo-Addo camps and Mahama camps womo ba omo so mo be create omo camps eno ne MPP NDC nia obi nya adwene wo ho oseme ne wontimi ntina ha ba mame ka asemi kyerɛw abrochie ye nde because say abrochie de pa because say your right his right is all to be practiced within your own confined space or identify space for common goal, for common understanding. Now, is that our problem? And then my name is Mr. Soga, young brother, Kwabena, or no so babekan or ye teacher ni, or ye Juma Emma, Eduduo, Hindu for, Shiki for, way for, and the Omo Munjindi, yawa me, Madame Fopa, or ye atheist, or Ninya Mikureni. And if you are able to have conversation and you can hold the conversation without swallowing each other, no, your friend is say you have a wisdom. Onyankopon Shiramo, and I share the video. We are going to chat. I just read the Canadian Charter of Right to you and also the American Amendments Law, which does not prohibit and it does not tell anybody. The reasoning to accept, respect, and value other people. And that is our problem, Ghana. Young brother Shadrach said it is the attitude. Is it the attitude or is it the religion? And then mama yemfa yen nyina ya no mremu. Me ba be invite yen papa and then ye be ne short. Ye pese ye sua bribi free mu. Ti ye be ne segment short. Is it religion or is it a way? What is a religion? Is a religion part of human being? When you read the Canadian Charter of Rights, yes, it is. Omo sua homa kwa chire, say yes. Omo hwehwe abodie mu, say yes. Omo nim nipesu, no ma esua nipesu, say akwala akura onyini, yem brother kan sembi. Akwala akura onyini, obedu 5 years na niya wakomu no. Eno na ema no eye ni ye ene ne niama oye nyina no. Eno ena ema no ye nia oye. Na se wa also we experience ye different. Ganani ubeji atum say ye nyina ye were different experience, ye nyina ye were different is the attitude towards those experiences and differences is what matters. And no nama ye nkuro no enye ye. Na say if we don't learn, na ye di yen class 1 eniama na eko ni yen culture eniama ndia. Ena ye be kasa. Let's talk. Yen brother Chate or say your caption says it all. Thank you. And then I'm sure you will bring your own your own experience and your own findings of what you find. Ghana for ediana yadi yehu. Ediana yadi yehu. Mr. Religion ben Hindu religion says that or we Muslim for the eka sana say we are unuya Muslim for the eka say one me kasa tentiemu ana didi matem na emane nsheme. Is it Christianity that teaches that? And as a wankasa attitude, we are all hurt. Let's try to heal by accepting each other and know and respect our differences. And know the number first obroni de chichiri ni kuro. Ohun se boni odidi mankind different in kuro so bebre no. They've come to understand and say, "He uku apemwa apembeba." Wuku apembeba iti edie no manye am say omo be wipe out the race, the black race or the Jewish race or some races other, but ukum apembeba, that means that something else is working. And now ni embesu ade share the video na yenko Akwaba mpanyimfo mienu ya mede mo aba Dr. Soga Akwaba my brother, I work with him. He's my co-worker. We all work in the same space. So I thought let me bring him on. I niente abrochi and then no meka Ghana for your attitude. Let's talk about it because we experience this the most. Dr. Soga Akwaba.
Yeah, him I hope to say. Opinion program to say.
Empomboko.
Apom yepa.
Yo,
and then enkomo no yebe ye ni say yebisa na one answer yebisa no answer ye pese ye hu nia eha yen yare ye wo Ghana. Let's start with Dr. Suga. Dr. Suga, what do you think? Is it our attitude or religion?
Yo, that's it. Ghana no, nya Ghana nkwa nyina obia ka say in Africa no, that religion is our problem. But no cry woman say religion has nothing to do with the problems that Ghana is facing, because we don't even understand what religion is. Me first research on religion. So I traveled extensively around the world to study people's culture, basically natural original culture. Now every culture that I've visited, at least I would say about 43 different cultures around the world. Religion is something that is intertwined with the human life. And the Oxford Thesaurus, and I say something that looks like a dictionary, original definition of religion, or say religion is the human belief and relationship with the Creator. Or say religion is the human belief and relationship with the Creator. So in other words, the belief said we are creatures and there is a Creator, and the relationship that is there between the Creator and the creature, that is religion, and that influences then our way of life.
Brother. Me pese wa answer we no me de be call young brother Kwa Brown. Then we come back to where does the then what with inti mako na yensu ade mfiri mu. Brother Kwa Brown, yen doctor say the religion eno na wa chechire mu no, he is an anthropologist and a ohwe immunologist and all those just for na omo de niam omo hwehwe mu ene nia efa nipa ho. Unnim nipa ho adwuma ya anasa wonte nipa se ane ne ye obi ediniti asifam a wonte ne enti aniti sifam. But doctor say the omote ase me pacho, what do you think is there? Is it religion or yang attitude?
Well, I agree with the Dr. Suga Kine said. It is religion's got nothing to do with it. It is more of culture, like he said. It is culture underpins, and I say, and on a year, a rock, and as a foundation, a jinasu, at the year, niema. I mean, culture, your way of life. Until I will agree with Doctor say it is more to do with culture than religion. That's what I'll say for short.
Okay, thank you. So, Doc, then what do you think Ghana for your problem? Because it be say your religion, it be say your culture. What do you really think? Let's dissect it now. For this year, now what the problem is on a small scale.
It is a problem, says Yanni say. Yamania na yenananum womode bobra ya womunim say ye nipa oboade aboyen abasa si so say yem boyen bra because obia e woni hyebra wode aba sa amane no ya to atwene ana obroni die na wode aba no ana yaji say eno na ye papa ana eno ana yede boyen bra eno ana yede bu man eno ana yede ye bibia ana afa so no hwa tete first no yen nyini ba no yen nananom ekirekire yen eno ma eboa ema onipa wunya nkoso eno ma eboa ma onipa wunyini wunya nyansa mprinfo ka se obanyansafo yen bu ne yen kana sam ye bu ne be sa no ma we nyina na the cultural values are ade kire yen obroni ni ba ye no o say yen number 1 yen before no ye inferior. Number 2 ye no ma ye nyina no o say enye ono ne de na o de aba no ɛna ɔde ato ɛno nom de educate yɛn enti sukuu kura wokɔ katwi a ne atwa to ma because woka ukuro mu kasa na brofo na ɛsa woka ɛna wohwɛ yɛn legal system kura no a it's all based on British system ɛna yɛn jokers na wɔmote Supreme Court no wɔmhyɛ clown ntade a clowns ɛhyɛ no ɛde yɛ joking no ɛno bi na wɔmde hyɛ de practice law but when you go back about 1,000 years ago na yɛn nananom yɛn mpanyinfoɔ no there were tribunals, there were cultural community tribunals ɛhɔ na wɔn di asɛm ɛhɔ na wɔn de kyerɛkyerɛ sɛdeɛ yɛbɔ brapa nanso ɛnɛ no wohwɛ corrupt system a yɛagye ato yɛn ho so no ɛno the main problem Christianity kora yɛka sɛ ɛyɛ Christianity no it's a fake form of Christianity obroni no ɛde aba because wohwɛ missionary activities na ɛkɔɔ so no exploitation hiding underneath of European Christianity. Nti ɛno ne ɛnɛ your problem pa yɛwɔ Ghana nkoa but most of Africa.
Okay, Doctor Yedawa say no wa confuse kakra ɛno na a confuse ye mebunu bebre ne sɛ obroni de ɛsom foforo ɛna ɛbrɛ yɛn ɛna ɛnɛ Ghana fo asom yɛn brother we Koko Abraham, Mr. Asante, what do you think say a problem?
Your kind of problems are we feel say a multifaceted. Say you can't Ghana for as a people are I me person me use examples na ama the American ato assume ye. For example, say your problem, say religion, the culture, say I compare the. If I hold on to I will say your cultural practices, say you see in the past, no, and as a people, no, a twist new quite so. Now and no any your main problem. Others nika hundie say yen to your boase. Na yente niema bi ase ansa na bia ye implement yento ye boase na yenuanom na ewo Ghana no ye nyina ye wo ho no as Ghana as Ghana fo no yente ye ho ase na yen find common grounds na yen fa move forward and no ene nia edi yeham as a Ghanaian and as a people no se obi ni obi enya adwene kra na enya ntokwa it has got nothing to do with se me no nya adwene nti we me enemy there be as I say ye to ye boase na ye fu bebi a adwene no enye pe no bebi a ye ntie ho ase no ni hu bebi so a ye wo common grounds may enfat who be to say ye fa young sorry cry ye can religion a boya yen fan say Islam yen fan say Christianity yen fan say one more some abosom na ade no. Now there is one common thing and the penny sa religions ya mabobo nyina eno an say bone no regardless baby a wo bia no bone nye into common. Therefore this is where you start and then you make progress with it. Now, idea enya odia onfa onsanka uko Islam the same, uko Bosma the same, uko Christianity the same. Now, inti sa common grounds we and no any essay the start near the move on and kakra. Inti kakra me mekawo our culture no hu any. Your practices no some kase in amwanya some kase ye ni obi nya adwene say ye culture be no to say sebi say Dr. Krakan ebu baby say obanyansa for ye bu no be ye nka nasem ye experiences be a ye wo ya film no eno na inform ema ye nipadua ye tie sese. Now over the years no ye niema bi a ye beto se ye nananom anase ye mpenimfo no bi aye ya no yatena se ehu se sa niema we mu no ebia emmoye no. We haven't made a lot of progress in trying to make ye tie ho ase se sa die we ye the tonchen a ebeboye. We haven't come to that yet. And only idea make us a culture na so basing na their practices be a work boy, so we haven't put it away. And don't think I'm making strong reference to your culture and your way of living.
Okay. So now my question to you is that doctor, nipa bebre ne se yen culture yate group, what do you think moving forward, you know, say how do you think ekrampo say what is working? Ushe amanone ye kan abrofo de, to tell you the truth, it is delaying us because uko say debiano, when you bring something that is not working for you, say waiting a maminye ya, because that is the delay in the minds of Africans. When a maminye ye, when a mamina, the more you say that, you know, na adekodiano so a wunye ye wo hono na otefako because what jatu. How do we now compare the fact that yeti abrochimemu, obviously something is working. Something is working. Where does Ghanaians, our laws, how does that take away our progress when it comes to religion? When it comes to religion, how does the religion take away our progress, and how does our attitude takes away our progress? Because obi say, yes, Jesus say bachina inti onipe ya dia or yeno calculate a very short term, on calculate a very long term. Obrenin so ya dia or calculate for long term. They have a 50-year plan. Ye the enjapadia check for long term. But when it comes to progress in it, yeah, short term. How do you think the religion took away from us, and how do you think attitude took away from us? Not try to differentiate the religion aspect of it without, because Ghana for no religion no kureni. Which one? First of all, which one? How can we say it's a religion or brunini baye no? And now say the way, the attitude towards the religion no, and as a church no na nkoye. Na hifo na translate ya church no ma ye nkorofo no. Can you take us through that?
Okay. And you said, you see, religion, it's very difficult to even classify religion into various kinds of, there's only one humanity. Said, when we go to the original meaning of religion, it's just like wawoba. The relationship between you as a mother or you as a father and the child that you have given birth is intrinsic. Nothing can shatter that religion. Nothing can define that religion because it is a given. What you must say is also another way to explain it. Say, look at, for instance, HP, the manufacturer. So HP manufactured HP laptop. So HP has a trademark for that particular laptop. So in a sense, you can say the relationship between that HP computer, the way it is designed to function in a particular way that is specific to HP, it is a form of religion. I want to just explain it analogically. Let me analyze it so that you understand what religion is. And then moving on from there, then this aspect of religion influences our cultural tenets. The cultural tenets, and only Emrania, ye namuswa, ye penny for the church and said ye did bob rapper, ye did chichuru, ye did worry, ye bewa, our baba war, sano money, it all informs our cultural way of life. Granted. Now, let's move on to Nientia, Amafokasa religion is our problem. These are doctrinal issues, doctrines. So these are religious doctrines that have come from various quarters. Now, yakase Christianity. Christianity is a religious tradition. I want to explain that. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, Zoroastrianism, Shintoism. These are all religious traditions, because when you look at it, there's one core aspect of all these traditions. And they said, we are human beings who are in awe of a supreme creator. And with that aspect, we can agree, say, there's one religion, but different religious traditions or different religious doctrines. Okay. Now, Buddhism, for instance, Buddhism is not considered a religion. Why? Because Buddhism does not have a belief in a supreme being. It doesn't have a belief in a creator being. And in that sense, you can't talk about Buddhism as a religious tradition. It is, however, a philosophical tradition. And in the scholastic terms, in the scholastic world, because of relativism, relativism, which means well, if you don't think it's a religion, but for them it is religion. It's like saying, you don't think this thing is a car, but for somebody it's a car. But there is a core agreement set. Religion is one, and it ascribes to a supreme creator. Okay. And I want to establish that. Now, in terms of religious tradition, so every community, every culture has their own traditions. Philippines, for instance, they have their Malay tradition. If you go to Indonesia, they have their Indonesia tradition. And Woba, African Swat. Yoruba, Yoruba tradition, we have Ewe tradition, we have Akan tradition, we have Dagbon tradition, and so on and so forth. But if you go to the core of it, it boils down to that one same belief in the creator. Now, the way we interpret those traditions to a way of life and how we act, how we behave, that then becomes our mode of communication. Enti sabe bra me nyini no se wo twam na se wo twam wabusumfi a ya say menhwe ho, but unfortunately they don't explain to you why menhwe ho. But in doing research, it shows say that place is a sacred place. You don't just look at it and just pass. Wo hwe ho, you have to show a sign of respect. And so boom and sign way twam. Now, so open term na say untimi emu ntwam de ne menhwe ho. Just pass. Because to do that is disrespect for that sacred space.
So betray.
So you see how some of these traditions tend to inform our way of doing things. But then as generation pass on without concrete, continuous teaching, we don't know why we do certain things. We just do it. And so obi de ne dia foforo bi bana so obi yi ne dia se kirewa. We say that makes sense. Maybe dia we menti ase. Ne amenti ase no. Ano na me de me de ye adwuma.
Obe ye adwuma.
Enti abrofo ne baaye no. Na wo munim say Africa no. Ye som nyame. Ana wo kọ abakosem so a even Europe wo kọ abakosem a emperor bi a ye frɛ no Emperor Constantine. And Oka said, in the many centuries of our empire, there has not been a successful emperor until we learned the way of the Christians. Until we learned the way of the Christians. Because Constantine obeje Christosum etumuno. Yeah, or yeah, na adwin say see ne man nyina ebesum ebe dane Christosum eman. It gave the empire such a prosperity that has never been seen before.
Okay, into enunti na enforce the Christendom on the whole almost distributive books and so
Actually,
now,
no, it was not enforced because if you read Roman history, you see it was not enforced. In
okay,
fact, all the people, you know, all in Crofona ne war or mine Constantine or ne Nakunta because they were sharing the empire, the west and the east. Enti onena kunta edin komoka said we should allow these Christians to practice because having witnessed what their God has done for us, it shows that they worship a true God.
Okay.
And you know, we must allow them to worship. And then unanimously, you know, the people agreed, said, because of what the Christians did to pray for the success of the emperor, that they will agree to actually follow the Christian God.
Okay.
Now let me explain something. Let me explain something very clearly. That history is important for us to understand. Now let me explain something. Wamuna that time, no, around the year from 250 AD to about 345. Wamuna Wamu Rome, yeah, Christopher. Most of them were not Africans. Most of them were not African.
Okay, because the history is good. My question and then they say, how has done that thing? Because it's in the Western. Yeah. How has it deprived Africans from moving forward? Is it Christianity? Is it a religion, not just Christianity? So we don't want to make it a Christian way. We want to make sure that religion being part of human being. Is that a problem? Is that a cause to our underdevelopment or attitude? Because some people take it dearly or being so on person because
okay, and internet here say some background for people to understand because and then when me researching a lot of people misunderstand what religion is. A lot of people misunderstand what Christianity is. And to see a Christianity, nipa bebrejun say obroni nyamesom. No, Christianity is not obroni nyamesom at all.
Yeah, and no, it's established. The question
na nyame pa kire ni say nintia yeka say some people are saying religion is part of our problem. I can understand that very clearly because and now if we say me a prophet, we say and I'm a bishop, and we say me a say and a lot of that, you know, and also I must say it has hindered our way of thinking. So now we'll go back to the time of Obi like St. Augustine, for instance. He is one of the greatest theologians in history. Yeah, within North Africa. But he was also a philosopher. And or no part of his philosophy. And if you look at political history, a lot of St. Augustine's philosophy influences political history.
Okay, my question...
just wait. I know, sir, you want a straightforward answer, but the problem is not a straightforward problem.
Because we have people learning different learning curves here. We're not going to take one day into your straight one because it's young history because we will have time for that. I want to know it is as simple as that. When you look at Ghana, there's a problem. The surface. There's a surface problem. Understanding Christianity, Islam, history. Today, we want to go past that and see, say, these things has caused a problem or the attitude that in Kosu, because how has the Christian community able to manage their Christians? The Muslims has the biggest mosque Jewish community, they too have a church. My point is that, is it our attitude trying so hard for people to take what we believe in, or and because Mamika said the way young papa way or say we need to understand and have a common ground. Say all these religion, their model way, which you also repeated, is one, bone, godly living, a way of life. Eddie peace, ebre nipa dasani. How do we come to that common understanding? Would you be able to go into that from your angle of things? You are not a typical, I can see say unsum we unkwa sorry as a religiously. How do you think will bring peace to Ghana? What do you think is the surface? And Ghana for we for how we person explaining itself, we person is that helping?
Well, I mean, the American about the common grounds, yeah, in a space, and I said in a process of development, say you perceive a quite nim a kind be as well, you perceive progressive or kind be as well. It's a set you now you back a certain level, now you move from that level, now you don't think I'm used to common grounds, Now, if you link it to set Ghana be a religion. Emma yen ko yenima, if you want to link it that way, the me make want to say sometimes religion conflicts with science. The me kawo ano no want to say ye jit and I say ye block your thinking and I say your way of thinking. No, when we impose certain things out. If you say if in your mini paho into not necessarily it doesn't make sense. Now, if you compare the two, you find say a whole Ghana and aha. Of course, religion exists here. People worship and do go to church all the time. But for example, aha say you hardly see be a Monday to Friday so sorry them because the system has been developed over time with principles and systems. Now, this is where we will have to, as a people, as I say, yes, principles be near the put it in place systems. Na juma and my not development na happen our Now, the American yes say Monday to Friday was no. You simply cannot. But overcall ye honor ye more large a percentage of the group and I certainly yet informal. Sa informal sector no emu na obunse Monday to Friday time a productive hours my na ebinom say me suffer say me bra na ibi me fasting we confuse ye understanding no say yakopon my adwene ne ahoden ene nyansa se yfa nkonkope ye ni mo ye de faith no akohye sofo mo say ekotra ne ye osetie ma sofo na you be break it through and I say it doesn't work. And only maybe a conflict with science, and facts and data, And you can meka say maybe it affect your development and I say boy, and only area my boss.
Okay, but why do you think somebody is at the church on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, Friday, or Ghana versus Obi or Waha Onko? Sorry, why is that difference?
Well, and I make I say, yeah, the principles and the systems. The reason why I won't to me and yes, and I say a Juma time no fixed. Say I report it what has see 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending on whatever time I am. You have to be there. You can't give any excuse. You see, your crew, I wouldn't say you were in human view, especially in the public sector now. Sebi ebinum got na ho yemma yenhwe wonim kra te said ye omo adwuma no one omo ye bosses on themselves and maybe I make break a bar no akoshim 2-3 hours. I mean, you cannot do that here. You doing yes sir. Yeah, wouldn't say be you wouldn't say you punishment for that into war yes sir. But because those systems and principles have not been placed strongly in there, that people do that. Until say, as a people, you better making sure that Sanyama way and yet sebi ni and I'm over ni and as a way into me at the panel. Now it is strong principles, not a show and the systems now. Say, oh sorry, 2 hours now, there will be some questions to answer. Yeah, they be put in place now. Then development is going to happen, but rather on a very slow, in a very slow pace.
Welcome, my brother Michelle. So, so you think the reason why people are not going to church on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Ewia Anopa, Ewo Amanone versus Ghana, Omukwa sorry no, because there are some structures if you are high. So we show up to the work because enya mami ejuma, enya papa ejuma, even say enya papa ejuma kurana, you are held accountable for that. My question to you is that, and I was say Ghana and Tessa. So what is the problem now? Do you think it is the attitude or the system? Like, what is it? We are not really, I say Ghana, and then this is where Ghanaian attitude plays in. No matter how well we are educated, we let's nip the way to the way and say, is it religion or is it attitude? Because now who explain is is that attitude or a religion on a friend? Sorry, or where you may. I saw
a bit of both, because and I say a bit of the old caning say who as a person over to me of course there are loopholes in Chrome has a, I mean, you could also make excuse and then go and work or Lloyd and day, but who say any idea to me I actually and no any who the Pabiano Subabi and or person would take advantage of her. Well, you could do it for some time, but you need to mean all the time. Inti would they compare as a people, no, we have to instill some sort of discipline. And your structures now work Ghana no your principles no, so I see a titan into a bit of all that as they come together and they are koyening. Into and yet I saw the crowd here. And so for Sebra, so that's one qua. What are the consequences? I said, what they show me say one qua. I mean, be a BBC. There will not be consequences. And see, you can what I say, there are people almost very disciplined in Ghana. They are very, very disciplined. They go to work, they don't take nonsense. There are people like that. And when I said Nipete Sano endorse.
Okay.
That is the problem.
Okay. Dr. Mamimi Sarasemi, do you think somebody sitting at church, is it the religion, or is it sitting at church on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the afternoon? Do you think a church demand, is it Muslim demand? Because mosque and just asorenkwa. There are people omoko enwuremu ho, omunko do, omoko gunsa, omoko ye nuro. So my problem is is that a religion? The way
and America said this has nothing to do with religion. What we are called religion is just sheer laziness and an ability to understand what our purpose is as human beings. Because how said when Yankopon abo ama wa dream a wobet media yard. Now kwa kwetuna sorry them anopa ewia enyumre 5 days now to a bompa say Yankopon mo me na menyeska. Se sa na Yankopon hihya no tia. Ene nka ehia se obi abeya adwuma tena ofie na Yankopon di sika brɛ. So hu ne amekyere. Eni na make say the true religion is following what the Creator has given you to do. That is the true religion. The relationship that our Creator wants with us is to be creative, is to be productive, is to do what He created us to do. That is the true religion. Okay. And then the encouragement to do that, and the empowerment to bring that to fulfillment, that this is what the religious traditions are supposed to do, to encourage, empower people to do what the Creator created you to do, to be productive, to be fruitful, and to build your communities and towns. Africa, and Ghana in particular, Sadia, we are not doing it. Yes, sorry, them. These are fake churches, because the churches emwa yeko school you say Catholic school and a Presbyterian they develop you, they teach you to develop your mind. They teach you to to utilize the talents the Creator has given you. Now, and now uto now continue sorry demo. Na chese emfaso ben na sorry demo uto no ebayama.
Okay.
Na problem ba kwa wo mu say instead see ebehwe na ya adwuma no. Ye de sika na de ato ani so. Sika nibre, sika pe bebre. Mepe visa akọ US makonye sika. Enti kapre kakra bi kra owo no na se obi wono akwakọ bobusia or the comma pastor na pastor mompa emano no onya visa enfanko. I mean, what kind of mentality is that? So
okay, so where does those mentality came from? Osha, yeah, Flagstaff House or no? Did they are they my fan is said because everything comes from the head, the bottom. No, where do you think those changes actually took place? Because maybe you were gonna kakrebi near meti me I can say yen culture no. You see, religion and beliefs are all embedded and it's pinned under the culture that we practice. That is what I think. Do you think our leaders have played a big role on and I see where people say it is religion, because it looks like say where did our leaders took way that role no to even make it more so, because obia wo panyin wo fie obia believe opanyin bia o kan asem kire no hwa omo no mu hye ye hu mo e na wanko pachew wanko ye we na hu ene e wo wa ha esese wo ko ye say, isn't that part of a belief and a religion?
Baby, because we are focused on only our culture. If you go to other cultures, they are different. Tembian, I use, for instance, Japan as an example. Japan, Japan, their traditional beliefs, their religious and traditional tenets and beliefs, has worked for them. Osha ubua Japanese in kola ma womu papani womu na nanuma Ghana cry ma, but they are developed. They are highly developed society. So, your problem no. Medicaka maybe I try my program and they say OSHA structures are a brofono diabetes so no. They trained us to be subservient. The educational system now they buy BPA was basically modeled to be subservient. And to who we school, that's who we are civil servant. So and the boss, the officer, yes, I'm master. First, police for na one sabi one a classroom, classroom education. You're from Buga police for or say yes, master. All correct, sir. No mistakes, sir. All those kind of things. And you won't say obi bedi penya obu asesa ode man no ehin you fear from the colonial master, because colonial master ehun na ode ahye na sefo mu no eno na yempanyifo na wo musu tuatua so sabedu. That's what they learned as being openyin. So okay. Until when they learn that kind of oppressive behavior and mentality, now I say they once they go into that position, they assume that same role. Okay. Me my example, me was a primary school. Now your head teacher was school, your friend Mr. Odum. Now Mr. Odum no na tembiano or nante e supervisor bebiana or who so be or ni classroom. Ye chua near the work on the office near coach automa. Now ye ni fi no master was obesi na nam Master Berema, no class 5. Nana Master Berema was a very good teacher, but the way he learned to become a head teacher was the same way that Mr. Odum was a head teacher. So instead of using his way of being a teacher when he was teaching, he assumed the role of Mr. Odum as head teacher. So he became the boss. And his own mentality and ideology about becoming a boss is the way that Mr. Odum was a head teacher. And he basically took the same kind of leadership.
Okay.
may cast out to say Australian political system, it is all grained from the exploitative, oppressive governance of the colonial people. And you know, obi kosher officer or a master or a boss who need quite say who challenge, you know, who challenge you are going to be punished because what challenge you penny.
Okay.
Well, and that has trickled down to even the way and because of your penny.
Okay.
And you know, one behavior, you know, is very oppressive to the system.
Okay.
So, now, places like for instance, Japan is not like that. Open, you know, they try to uplift the young people to learn the positive ways of the culture so they can become good leaders.
Okay.
But in Ghana, no, because we've been colonizing, you know, we take our leadership system from the colonials. That's unfortunate.
Yo, me pacho papa unsu wadwene saying ohwa ahemfa na free. Yen painfo no, what are their roles in this behavior or yen attitude?
Well, I mean, in terms of the biomechanics, say the important ingredient in development, a leadership. Leadership be very, very important. And if you're asking, say, a kind of fee, I mean, if you're looking at you share a back of some answer one more D from Tenonia, DNM, Rabbi Omushi idea. A lot is on the leadership. I can only blame it on the leadership, but it's like I said, no. Timbiano, Katia, it cuts through across. Obia want a contribution or to be an anchor to be everybody and every person involved, no, or stakeholders, no, have ways of contributing to. I didn't know you can't place it on one person. But I'll say,
but then how do you solve a problem one by one? Because then it becomes so confusing, or you are not solving the problem. We want to tackle a problem right now. You need to tackle it one by one. You cannot go cross and cut. No, one has to be responsible for somebody. So if you can say it is the way paying for, and I say or mine for there, then how do we move forward? In your case, how do you move forward without tackling the problem, the head? You want to be in fact,
so if you give an example, if you give an example of maybe a particular problem, I could use that to explain. Maybe these are the phases, or these are the contributing factors and what's a particular problem. In terms of if you're talking about development in Ghana, like I'm saying, it is everybody. It is everybody. Everybody has a problem. I mean, the bigger responsibility is on the leadership, but the bigger is on the leadership. But everybody has a role to play in making sure that this happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. Everybody has a role.
And how do we move forward? Because what I wanted to establish today is that is it a religion? Your brother, sugar mines, or say auntie, my auntie is recovering from COVID, and she keeps saying God will heal her. And it alarms me because I thought of the millions of unfortunately lost their lives, and it was hard to reconcile. In any case, we should aim to air our differences respectfully. And thank you very much, Lady May. You know, these problems are always going to enter. Maybe say the world will encounter problem. The world will forever encounter problem. Ghanaians tend to deal with our problems differently. What I'm trying to establish is that we are in Abrochi, we come to Abrochi, Obia the Abrochi, Ghana, but yet we cannot really identify what the problem is. But then we know what is working here. What is working here? Isn't the law working for all of us here? Isn't
and America say because we have to understand woman say the Abrochi, Ghana, but Abrochi was not colonized. We were colonized. if you look at all the countries in the world that are most corrupt, well, these are all colonized countries. So
Okay.
now, the Japan said, yeah, no nanka ye dimua ye bit me Kwame Nkrumah by. He saw this. Kwame Nkrumah knew this, and so he tried to lay down structures that will help us to overcome the loopholes now. Abrofono dia to one, and they know that this guy is about to do something, so they did everything they could to eliminate him. Libya, for instance, yeah, we be a child Libyan poor say, oh, Gaddafi, you say Gaddafi, but Gaddafi will be a he made sure say every citizen in that country was doing well, had well-being. And or making sure to say he will not allow the Western world to basically underrate any of his political structures. And then they eliminated him.
Okay.
Ain't you know? The problem is both internal and external. So and because of the kind of oppressive last year the syndrome of the oppressed, the syndrome of the oppressed, the symptoms of oppression makes you numb your brain, so that you can't even think forward. Nenti obia wako enim kakra bi gina ona o twa trochrewa, you are most likely apt to take a trona ye twa chrewa.
Okay.
So
okay.
Nenti say you move forward. Ni American say continuous education is very important. And your religion, it is an attitude issue. It is an underlying false doctrine about that's the other thing. Because Obia watia sorry them won't koye jumano. Waya kwajuruni number one. And secondly, Obroni I saw for now woman woman they know say Ghana they are using the religious traditions, the religious tenets to continue the oppressive situation.
Well, yeah, that's it.
I say a per coin beer, a bit to me, false religious traditions out of the way.
Okay.
To empower people to become more productive, to become much more fruitful, instead of relying always on God and prayer.
Yeah. Young brothers, young for winning quite your name say we'll keep it and 1 hour. That's it. What do you think we need to do to move forward on a small scale? Because we have a huge problem. We can't solve it all. Ghana have a problem in Kofu and Kofu are using their own way. I had to say maybe go through trying to impose it on other people or be a person or your boss. We are all like struggling. Just say Ghana for bread the most, because even abroad here people are trying to become somebody so bad that they don't care who they step on. And video be they are selling and into Nkwasum. Again, isn't it what the world is trying to stop? How do we move forward, my brother?
Yo, so now I'm kind and free with you, no say. As a people, no say, but see a coy anima. As I said, first of all, yenya abotre na ye fa ye hu edi obuma ankre bia respect for one another. So yenya ye onipa dasani ye nipa ba kope yenya were made into beings by some yakopon be na ye battle sa common grounds no okay yenya ye per se ye achieve this objective way. Now that's where we brainstorm sebi power sem di adwene na wode ba no ye mfa ana se yen try say e beti asem na wo kan say wo be to counter that no cry now you have to explain for the person to understand say this is the reason inti asade we enye adwuma inti understand na so that we can tema with one another na yen solve problem no one after the other. Yen fa big problem ni na to ye no in chunks, small chunks. Ni move gradually. So now you see kind of democracy ye teams is here a year over 100 years old. No, every day there is some sort of bibi to chima. Now you quote the science and data and the facts according research. A saying the basi, since again a beya asadi we emma beam. You brainstorm your better your boss, you prepare home. I prepare no a hard be Timbiano, you pray home, ya make a decision, that's a decision no. And to me, I stand the test of time. And only idea Timbia and ma ye home. Inti abutre near this situation nasi ye people resource personnel or more experience in dear near dear no more casa no more convince ye educate yanks ya home. And then we move forward from there. It's unnecessary. Yang as a people, no, approach your problems now. You want.
Yeah, that's it. It's here for doctor. Where they are doing a net yen check. Send your bear and question be brave. A month for so much a wadodo. Inti, I would love to tap into your knowledge and your background, your wisdom, every like your opinions matters. Yeah, church hanomo TV so doctor for and at the honomo even a dine tokorano. I think I know everything about dine talk because of television. I think I know everything about when I'm going the loopholes and what to do. It's all about education. Here it's about education. This is Dr. Suga. An anthropologist or US or Washington or your research about nipa abodie and koswo and yama kosu research in religion, spirituality. What makes us persons? What makes us persons? The 5 persons, it took 5 women to put in a law, to enact a law oba na Canada ha ukuru jawa na wajao. Now, Emma 5 persons, the day women also were recognized as persons, it took those Aboriginal women. And then the Claudia law, like the Claudius law, all this restorative way, and also injustice system. And Emma Aboriginal said the law need be ever for. So the dialogue must go on. And it takes people like yourself and myself also. We need to keep talking. But one also thing that I like to say is that we need to learn how to respect, value ourselves as individuals. An individual means you come with your issues. You're different. My sister Bika or say, I am an attitude. So you have a system has to shape. We are all attitudes. We all comes with differences, experiences, and beliefs. Not only the differences, no, and experiences, the beliefs alone, it's a mighty that and no enema bruni ekasaye ni believe and I say esuomo masua de kwa manime tuntumfo ene mfitafo ni bluefo ene greenfo woni awaye mere omunyina ka ho ena ekuro a yefre ho amanone aye nkuro a sabi bullet cars ni bullet cars na mwiemu eyobi enhyehyeye ene kasa way all these things. Conversations like this is what you say a drop of water makes a mighty ocean. Nyame nhyira mo nyina se mo beka me ho na yade we so atudwa. I think we'll continue to do the education, but go and think more. I still want the answer. And then yade nene attitude and I say we obi say attitude, obi to say religion. Where do we have more learning to do? The word religion is still being researched. Just yati ase wo baabi a nyansa kikambom bebre nyansa dodo maniama nhwehwemu bebre. So we need those education. Nyame enkam ho. Dr. Soga, do you have anything else to say before we go and we can just call it a day?
Yeah, only say Ghana for mama mre ya ho ase na ye nsua de because education we aboa ama adwene mu bie ama nyansa a onyankopon de abon no yetumi edi ye adwuma na yenso afenso no yenhwe se enye sika tembia na manfo bia de sika to na nisu sika pesika pe no ya mo yense ye mepesika ye bo yense ye meye adwuma and na ewiase na obo ade de acheyen no entumpon. Enti this is a kind of mentality I say yeah, because you cannot say ye adwuma ye hoden yeah obo ade de maye no say the ye adwuma sika no beba. Enti no, don't be running after the money, but work and the money will come and serve you. Enti whatever you can do, no, do it. Don't wait for government to give you a job. You know, obia look at it and use that to work, to serve yourself, to serve your community. It is our mentality, you know, and I say you cultivate it. Now Ghana for we start working, we start becoming profitable, we start becoming productive and fruitful. Madam Wase.
Mami misa asamba ko bi ansa na wako. Do you believe so obi nso so onji nyame ndi kura?
Oh, it doesn't matter. So when nyame ndi kura no a, still we nipa wo ahoden. We nipa wo talent. Wo achede a ye dia wo.
That's all. It is the understanding that some people don't believe in God at all. Some people believe in God, and none of the deflection that has become a problem in our community. We don't have the value. We don't have the understanding. Say, with different experience. That understanding, no kuano, ebema religion issue no. I die down because jitum se wona nana osum bibi okom mipo no so jitum se ono nso ni gidie no jitum se obi nso woni dan mu efre niam bi de ne yem kom to ho ogidi so ye hunhum nti ansa na obe get way in touch with other hunhum na ese se oja ne ho to onidi obi oho ondidi obi oho a oto wiase nyina obehwe na eniema eba ne ho ugidi say ye huhu wunji ndi obi nso gidie no obi nso gidi obi da ohu ade obi da oso dae obi nso dae odidi wi awada onji hwindi bio by kayade bi. We need a law ye hia emra ebema me ne wo me ene wo yetimi atena faako na yetimi adi nkita ho those differences no emesi ye anamotu kwan. That is the idea Africa, Ghana, ehayen. Ya namotu kwan. Esan se wunji ni amindi misumi njina ose ya ni enko ya nyina buka hey ni amedima ya ni nyina enko hey na akoye ntokwa. Ye ni sa tumi no etumi a yede agi nipa hunhum tum etumi a yede kai se nipa ye hunhum wogidi o wunjidi o meme gidie no enti ena wutimi tom so enti na so obi ya wo bibi na se hu nipa na woye mu ahyew so wodwuna dwene bone bi na wambe hu wo bone no mu a nipa ne beto so ntimi ni bone bi we nyina comes from somewhere. Why? Because we grew out of ensuo. We are water, we are air, we are sun, we are enotia, we are everything, currents. So we feel, we are being. Mutilate ourselves. We can duplicate. That is why we do that, because we mecha organism. Organism, right?
Organisms, yeah.
Organism. Darocha, organism. So adie bia we womu humie womu no enante yesi ye de telescope mount na wahwe niam egu me tekrema so anka obedwane yesi ye de we mount na wahu wahwe me body mu wahu the organism a eniam a enante wo me mu a eye alive. Things are alive. Me too, I'm boiling me like a unia no to no so oboniama wonimu enunti ena sesa de kontina unsatimi bibakutwa na se omo ba ntama mutimi si ema ehumi ewo ne etwae no ne nia etua ho no etimi connect ma etimi ewei ehumi bamu biom. We are organisms. Let us learn these things na yehu say ye nipa first before the whole world, before all the culture, before all the tradition, before all this religion. The belief, who can say Bible, any Quran, na ye cannot, the fufra na say, or Toran, no. The law is engraved in us already. May God bless you all. Only I will share my YouTube. Also, please share the video. Share the video. We are Chinese. No, could share video. No, my young brother Richard. I will share video. No, obi or Chinese. Doctor, Medawa say, Papa.
Oh, penye kwabra. Yaba kasa. No a connect ya ni nkomo.
Okay. Okay.
Yo. That's it.
Thank you, everybody. May God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oni a me share video no wate na yenko yenanim na enema bi edi yenya ewo yenkrom ho na se yante yen ho ase ama entiase ama he wo de o wei ekọ Ghana wo yonko be di he wo se on we business man obedi wo sika wo se on hwa wo yere so man obedi no wo se on metena wo kunu ho no aduane ma no obefa na ye ne dia he wo se on kọ afuo mu ema wo obeko na wakofa we niam na nka wo se onkofa mra no onwene wo ho esanse de yi omu se wo ye nipa onim wo we de niam egum ye ma no telescope so onfa nche emu a egugu edidi wu from head to toe niam enam wo mu no onim sa ena ne yente ase wo Ghana say all those things baby a wakofa baby a menso makofa no it comes with experience, it comes with a belief will be, it comes with you, and it's only you who can understand yourself. So the best thing we can do is the winner is the one who is able to hold a conversation without killing ourselves, but agreeing to disagree. Nyankopon shamo odonkoten. May God bless you. Uchu muta ye Ghana for unsu ye Ghana ni anye ya ye mi enu nyina ye ndia buka daya share the video ni yanko. May God bless you all.